This is Newcap News with Mike Baden.
Good evening. Hippodrome is a band originating from Lethbridge, and it's their first ever visit to Lloydminster. Their motto is simple: show the audience a good time. Elise Cox explains how the high energy of the 11-piece funk orchestra brought excitement to the border city.
Hippodrome is all about working a crowd with their classic 80s covers.
Songs they can remember when they were growing up, songs that's going to make them boogie in their seats, songs that are going to make them tap their toes, make them dance.
And they embrace that easy breezy feel in their performances.
They might even stand up and come to the front of the stage and dance, and that's all right with us.
Hippodrome is an 11-piece high energy band.
Fantastic harmonies that happen. We also have a beautiful horn section. There's percussion, drums, bass, guitar, keyboards. There's just a whole lot going on, and so it's a lot of energy. It's a lot of fun.
And Lloydminster's energy has left a lasting impression.
Our first time here, yay! So we're having a good time already, and you know, and what have we seen is the theater and the hotel.
Lloyd, oh my gosh, I really like it.
And one more big thing these performers appreciate was our state-of-the-art theater.
I think it's a wonderful space. You know, when I become a millionaire, I'm going to have a theater like this. So that's what I'm working on.
But until then, Hippodrome is going to keep giving people a reason to dance. Elise Cox, Newcap News.
The 20th annual Firefighters Ball was held at the Stockade Centre last night. Carrie McCullough shows us how firefighters were honored for all their hard work and what the fire service family is all about.
450 people filled the Stockade for the 20th annual Firemen's Ball that was once again sold out.
It's great to see the community support out here. We've had a ton of different community support come out, whether they're buying tables, putting up 50-50 prizes, silent auction, door prizes. Everybody supports us really well, and we can't thank you enough.
The event was a huge success, and luckily they didn't have any emergency interruptions due to the dryness in the region.
It's the 20th anniversary of this. We've done it 20 times, and every year's a little different. And this year, as dry as it was, there was a time earlier in the week that we thought, man, are we even going to get there? It'd be a fireman's ball without any firefighters, but a little moisture this week, and we're back, we're here.
But an interruption to the banquet wouldn't be the first time.
First fireman's ball I went to 20 years ago, they were 3 members here at the ball. It wasn't in this building, of course, but there was 3 members, and everybody else was at the upgrader fighting a fire.
The fire service is a family and requires intense dedication. Many local firefighters serve for years due to having a great department.
We've got a good bunch of guys that like to work together, they get things done, and if you've got good equipment and good training, you can have a really good department. 5
firefighters were honored for 10, 15, and 20 years of service, and they vowed to continue to be a part of the fire service family beyond retirement.
Feels really good. I'm proud to have been a part of it. I'm glad to have my health to be a part of it. And yeah, it feels great.
Carrie McCullough, Newcap News.
The Optimist Club was busy this weekend putting on its 16th annual antique and collectible show, and many people came looking for hidden gems that others might not want.
There's treasures of all sorts here. It depends totally on the individual, what your taste is and what you like to collect yourself. So depending on what your interests are will depend on what you find.
This year there was an added bonus. People were welcome to bring in their own items to get appraised.
Their family treasures looked at, learn a little bit about them. Most people want to know about the things more so than what the value is, which is a value in itself.
The money raised will go towards Kids Day at Bud Miller Park on June 2nd. The Moose Lodge had a fun music-filled night yesterday as the men put on a ladies' night. This is the 5th year in a row the lodge has put on the night, and each time it gets bigger and better.
We figured what better way to have an organization raise money than to hold a ladies' night. They seem to always sell out and do very well in this town.
And it's a way for the men to give back to their wives.
You hear a lot of the wives saying that, there's golf nights all the time and the men out curling, and, it just gives a chance for the ladies to come out and unwind a little bit and spend some of their husband's hard-earned money.
All the money raised will go towards the Moose Lodge's new building in Blackfoot. Elise joins us for our first look at weather. And Elise, it was kind of a shock waking up to the snow this morning.
Yeah, we got about 2 centimeters of snow last night. We're not expecting it to stay on the ground for much longer, though. Tomorrow we are expecting a bit warmer of a high. But right now in Lloydminster, we're sitting at -3. Winds are coming in from the east-southeast at 11 kilometers per hour, giving us something that we haven't seen in a while. We're getting a wind chill of -7 right now, and partly cloudy in the Lakeland region, sitting at 0 and -2 in the Battlefords. I'll have your full forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Coming up, there are new plans to look into doctor intimidation, and it's caused quite a stir. We'll tell you why after the break. Look at sports, and Emmett, the AJHL finals have wrapped up.
Yeah, it was a barn burner of a series. The Fort McMurray Oil Barons taking on the South's best team, the Brooks Bandits. Game 6 of the AJHL finals got underway last night in Fort McMurray. The Oil Barons went up 2-1 in the series before dropping the last 2 games by identical 3-2 scores. That meant the Bandits could win the title with a win on the road. We sent my little brother Morgan out to film the game on his cell phone. First period, Bandits controlling play in the Barons zone. Mark Ranners gives and gets it back. One-time short side puts Brooks up 1-0. Second period, ice slanted in the Bandits' favor after another Ranners goal when Madison Smiley wires one home for a 3-goal lead with less than 7 minutes to play. Regular season scoring leader Matt Wilkins added an empty netter as the Bandits went 12-2 in the playoffs to capture their first AJHL title with a 4-2 series win.
The Bandits win, and they're AJHL champions.
The Bandits will play in the RBC Cup May 5th to the 13th in Humboldt. The Lloydminster Red Dogs kicked off the Capital District Minor Football Association season against the Battle River Shock from Camrose. Last year, the Red Dogs thumped the Shock 26-1. Battle River exacted some serious revenge this time around, containing the Red Dogs offense for a 19-8 win. The Red Dogs' next game will be at Clark Field Friday night against the Sherwood Park Wolverines.
It probably costs a lot of money, though.
That's all the time we have today, though. Have a good night.
Good night.
Wardrobe consultations and clothing provided by Cliff Rose for Clothes.